Whenever somebody new comes to visit for the holidays, I can't help myself but to take them on a tour of my stomping grounds. 'Cause after all, it is beautiful this time of year. There is no better first stop on this tour than my alma mater. If I never walked these halls, I wouldn't be half the man I am today. And look at that, my old parking spot, as if I never left. Every morning I would park in this spot, and every afternoon I would try my damnedest to leave. You see, local troublemaker Steve McCary was hell-bent on keeping me from my car. He would chase me around the lot with a closed fist, resulting in a fun little game of cat and mouse where I bobbed and weaved between vehicles, otherwise I'd be punched in the kneecap. You see, Steve McCary came from a troubled home, so some actions are more complicated than they may initially seem. Next up, the iconic track and field. Oh, how I spectated many a football matches from these bleachers. Up front sat James Duffy, Erica Buchanan, all the most popular kids in school. But they made sure to arrive early to save me the back row seat that I love so much. The first 20 or so games I spectated, I kept having a sharp pain in my back, which I chalked up to spasming. But on the 21st game, I turned around quick enough to catch them. The lacrosse boys, poking me hard with a big stick. You gotta hand it to those lacrosse boys, they were clever. They must have hid under those bleachers for hours just to pop up at the perfect moments to poke me with a hard stick. Okay, I must confess, I should be wearing contacts, but I developed an aversion to those things in college after one too many times where my roommates replaced my saline solution with rubbing alcohol. I have a similar story with eyeglasses, but it is too graphic to tell you. Up next, behind the old middle school, where Andre Briggs held me in a record-breaking 13-minute headlock. The faculty and staff tried to intervene, but once they realized just how long I had been subdued, they took out their stopwatches. I am told to this day the principal has a plaque hung up in her office commemorating Andre Briggs's headlock. My name is nowhere to be seen. One night at 2 a.m. I received a disturbing phone call, my mother pleading for help. She said she was at the cemetery. I rushed there, and when I rounded the first pillar, I was hit with police-grade mace. It turns out the lacrosse boys were using a voice-changing doohickey to impersonate my mother, and they hit me with police-grade mace. Every Wednesday night, I'd help with a youth group. One Wednesday, I was taking the trash out, and a vagrant ran from behind the building and punched me in the nutsack. The iconic Gettysburg Memorial, where just a few weeks ago the McNeely boys hit me in the back of the head with a rock. They proceeded to kick me for the better part of an hour. During that hour, I must have seen 2 to 3 police cruisers drive by. I might have even heard Sergeant Tosco shout from his vehicle, "Kick him harder, boys." It seems just about everywhere I go, a story will follow, which takes us to the baseball dugout. Sorry, I can't think of a story that has happened here. At least not yet. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas.